Hey and howdy everyone, it's Jeannie with Paper Pixie Ink. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are moving on to tutorial number 2 for our Once Upon a Time frame card album. So stay tuned. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to attach our closures. So I'm going to put one of these on the front cover and one on the back. These are 12 to 13 inches long. This is just some ribbon that I had in my stash. And I'm just going to grab some double-sided adhesive. And I'm going to take a small piece. I'm going to lay it down, lift it up, stick this down, and then I'm going to cut another piece, and I'm just going to put that down right over top of the original. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach all of my frame cards into my album. So we are going to put them in. This is the front cover, so remember the back cover is the one that has the seam on it. And we're just going to open it up, and these pages are going to go in like this. So we're going to open up the frame card just like this, and we are going to attach each one of these onto here. So I'm just going to grab my glue, and I'm going to put some on my little flaps here, and then I'm going to line up my page, trying to keep everything as straight as possible, and press it down. You don't want to put it right up against your score line, your fold, because you want the page to be able to move a little bit within that space. If you put it too close, it'll touch and it won't fold over properly. So we're going to go ahead and do that on all of the pages. Alright, so now that we have all of our pages in, we are going to create pockets that will go right on here. So I've gone ahead and pre-cut my pocket strips. So these are cut to 5 1/4 inches by 2 1/2 inches, and then we're going to grab our scoreboard. And we are going to score at 4 3/4 to 4 3/4. So I've gone ahead and done all of mine. Now we're just going to go through and we're going to cut off all of the corners where your two score lines meet. And you're going to do this for all 10 of your pockets, because we're going to have one pocket for each page. Alright, so once you have all 10 of those done, you're going to go ahead and fold on all of your score lines. And then you're going to burnish on all of those folds. And again, you're going to do this for all 10 of your pockets. Alright, going back to our album, we are going to open it up And on the inside of all of these pages, we are going to go ahead and put our pockets right on here. So they're going to go just like this on the inside of the pages. So we're going to take our glue, and making sure you get good coverage, but don't put it on too thick. We are going to cover all 3 sides of these. And then we're going to lay it down. So just like that. And we're going to do that for all 10 pages. Okay, so now that we have all of those done, we are going to focus on the inserts for the frame cards themselves. So to do this, we are going to cut 10 pieces, because we have 10 of these, to 4 inches, so 4 inches by 5 3/8 of an inch. And then we are going to cut 10 pieces of a coordinating cardstock. So this is the same one that I used in the other album. This is the Desert Storm from Nina. And this is going to be cut to 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/8 of an inch. And then you are going to need some kind of tab, or alternately you can cut this a little bit higher and leave some sticking out the top. I used this. This is the, can't remember what it's called, but it's a tab punch. This is from Stampin' Up. They don't have this punch anymore. I think you can probably still get it on eBay or whatever. But there are lots of dies and whatnot that you can also get. Scrapbook.com actually has a really nice set that I use quite frequently. They have 2 different sets. One are a little bigger and one are a little smaller. And there's a nice variety, and they're relatively inexpensive for what they are. So I will try to remember to link those for you so you have a reference. But there are lots of different options out there. This is just one that I happened to have that was convenient for me. And I just punched it out in some champagne glitter cardstock. So what we're going to do for all 10, I'll walk you through one. I won't make you do all of them. We're going to take 1 piece of the white cardstock, 1 piece of your coordinating cardstock. You're just going to apply some glue. And then you're just going to lay it down in the center. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to find the center of this. So I know it's 4 inches, so 2 inches on either side, and I'm just going to lightly mark this. I'm going to take my little punched tab here, and I'm just going to lightly dust it with glue. And then I'm going to just kind of guessing here, eyeballing it, I guess. I'm going to match this with the center of that. Then I'm going to flip it over and push it down. And then this should fit perfectly inside the frame card itself, just like that. So we're going to go ahead and do that for all 10 of these. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut a whole bunch of our pattern paper for all of our pages inside here. So each one of these should be 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And you're going to have 3 per page, so 1, 2, and 3. So you're going to need 30 of your cut pattern paper for your album for these pages. Now, for this, we're going to cut them to the same size, And then we're just going to cut them down. So it'll be really, really easy. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Again, you're going to need 30 pieces that are cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. 30 pieces. All right, so I have gone through, and for all of my pages, I have placed all of the cut pieces that I need for all of the pages throughout. And I've also gone ahead and cut 4 pieces for my front and back covers and my inside front and back covers. These are cut to 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then I cut 1 piece for my spine. And this is cut to 2 5/8 this way by 5 3/4 this way. So now I'm going to go through and glue all of my pieces in. Okay, so I'm going to pause here for one quick second. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer, and for all 10 pages that have this, we are going to cut this down to 1 3/4 on the bottom. So this is the bottom. So I'm going to take that to 1 3/4, and I'm just going to cut. And then these pieces will fit on here just like this. And we're going to do that for all 10 of these pocket pages. And then this is just going to slip just a little under the edge of the pocket. Just like this. So that is how these work. So I'm just going to continue putting the rest of my pages together. All right, so there's all of the base pages and covers on. So all we have left to do is some tags for in our pockets. You can do some photo mats as well. I think I'm probably going to do a combination, and the cover. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave the tutorial at this, and we will continue on next time, kind of doing the finishing touches. So we'll create the cover and tags and photo mats and any other embellishments and decorating and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, if you are interested in seeing more, please like and subscribe. Thanks everyone.